It's funny, we drive for like 14 events at Adams and we don't go through a set of tires. Then we go to Grange once and just obliterate all the tires we have. So Danny and I finally made it out to Grange, which was super sick. Super nice. So me and Danny have wanted to drive Grange for quite some time, but the thing for me is I wanted to go drift Grange. I didn't want to go learn how to drift at Grange. So we kind of waited till we had a decent skill base to go and actually drive the track, which was a pretty good idea. Because we had a lot to learn and we learned a lot. What are you doing there, guy?
When you don't have a belt, but you're a car guy. Pull him up a little bit. Bada bing, bada boom, you got a belt.
So when we were at Grange, I did a full vlog, but it was so freaking windy that pretty much all the footage of us talking is just complete trash. So this video is going to be styled a little bit differently. We're going to throw in some mad clips of us driving and some of the runs that we did, but aside from that, it's just going to be us kicking it here talking. We're also going to be tearing down this Jabroni's motor today. Finally got this thing out last night.
Yay.
So let the disassembly begin. The dirt road sucked. It's more than halfway to Las Vegas from here, so it's like a 2.5 hour drive. So I don't know if we're gonna go there that often.
I say like one, maybe every 2 months, maybe once a month. Depends on the month.
Up here. Yeah, I'm about it.
It depends.
It was a really cool track though. There were a lot of like sketchy drop offs.
And we hit
a lot.
No, we only hit one actually.
No, dude. I went off a lot.
Oh, I went off twice.
Yeah.
There was the one that was, I went off really bad and Tommy's camera lens broke.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So there was that one. That was the second one I hit.
You know what's funny is the footage on that, like, it was that you were driving. We hit something on that run before we went off and dropped the camera. So like the camera's like swinging around.
Oh yeah, you were like, oh no!
Like, footage of the back of my head and there's footage out the back window and then
it spun around?
Yeah, dude, you could, like looking out the back window. It's pretty funny. Pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta see it.
Bye. Yeah, and then I'm like, we're gonna crash, and then the camera just goes, just goes flying, dude. I'm like, oh, Tommy's gonna be mad.
And he didn't even care.
No, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, so that was that drop off. That was the last corner, well, the second to last corner.
I splashed pretty hard on the back corner.
Yeah, so on the back corner, I hit that one, and I thought I hit it pretty hard, but I just pinned it, so it kind of hydroplaned a little bit.
I went completely.
And you went straight into it, like hard, like the entire car's off the track.
Everywhere.
Only half of the car got off the track for me, but like the whole car come out for him.
Oh yeah, dude, it was pretty bad.
And then there was another drop off that I was like, I was almost gonna hit and just scaring the crap out of you.
Yeah,
after that corner, right
that
after
was
that
the corner. Yeah. No, we never hit that drop off.
We never hit that drop off. We should have, but we never did.
Dude, I went so close.
I did too. Like I was looking in the mirror.
That's a sketchy line,
but it was super fun. It's super fun.
It's super fun.
high risk, high reward.
Yeah,
'cause it just feels really good to link that.
It was funny. I didn't think we could link it with that car, and then Danny did it. I was like, all right, and then I just did it.
I know, you're like, I'm gonna try that.
First,
I want to try.
After a couple of runs, I wasn't linking it, and then you did it. I was like, it is possible, and then I did it.
Yeah.
For it. Try that now.
I'm just excited for us to the amount of skill that we've gained just from learning from Adams. Because the thing is about Grange versus Adams is that Grange, you just keep going and going and going until your tires are done. Yeah. At Adams, it's like you go, you have 10 minutes to sit or 5 minutes to sit, and then you go. And there's only 3 good corners on Adams unless you link it all. And it's like you don't have enough time to try, like, to learn the linkage. You have to remember it from the last run, but you have 5 to 10 minutes. Versus at Grange, you just keep going and going and going. If you mess up, you just go hit it in less than a minute. Yeah. You know?
That was more kind of the structure of the event that we were at though than the structure of the track.
Well, from what I've heard from the other guys is that that's pretty much how most of the private track days are that get rented out. Yeah. You just keep going and going. There are sets. There are sets that they do. Some of them,
so pretty much.
But you just keep going.
Pretty much the track was open for 9 hours, and if you
wanted a tandem, and if you wanted a tandem, you tandem. If you didn't, you didn't. We didn't have a tandem sticker, but these guys that we were with, they were tandeming, and only one of them had a sticker, so we knew that they were okay to tandem. So we asked them, we're like, hey, can we tandem with you? And you're like, yeah. I mean, just tandem with us. You're not going to learn how to tandem if you don't try to tandem. So that's what we did. You know,
it was pretty messy, but it was a lot of fun.
It was super messy, but it was. I had more fun sucking at tandeming than I did just drifting by myself.
It was funny. Like half the corners, we weren't even drifting. We were just like driving fast.
I know. And that first run,
that's we never tandem before.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and we didn't want to hit them and stuff. I got pretty close in a couple drifts with Pops.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a couple I got really close to him, and I just was like, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. And then he'd slow down, and I was like, all right, this is a little close. This is a little closer for me, but you know. fun. He had a great time. Tommy had a great time. Tommy got kind of heat stroked out there, even though it was cold.
Yeah. he was just standing in place.
Yeah, he was super red when we got back. It was super funny.
I was sunburned.
So was I.
Yeah.
My ears were all really hot. My forehead was hot. I had a hat on most of the time.
Yeah, just it doesn't matter. Just wait for
but,
all just take them all off.
You know, I definitely am excited to go back to Grange again. I like Adams. Having gone to Grange, it kind of spoiled us for. I just want to hit up all the tracks.
We should go to Grange, I think, once or twice every other month.
Yeah, I agree. So, like, maybe once a month. Depends on the month. If we're feeling it and they have a good event going on
the thing is we need to stack tires.
Oh.
And gas.
Yeah.
So the thing with Adams is their track is like insanely smooth. Like, it's the smoothest road, honestly, that I've ever been on around here. Grange is not like that. Grange is like my driveway, where it's just cracked, beat up, dirt, rocks, everything just in it.
Potholes, dude. The potholes are obnoxious.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
the potholes are terrible.
Grange rips, it like chews up the tire more than it wears it out. Like, if you look at the tires over there, you can see little chunks of rubber.
Yeah. Well, Adams did that to not.
Well, Adams like scuffed it like this, but I'm talking about like this chunk.
Yeah, Adams scuffs it like that, but chunkage. That's Grange. That's Adams.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm super hyped on this that we did this to a set of tires.
Yeah, that's fair. You know how long it would take us to do that to a set of tires at Adams?
We got close.
But like, how many events? We did
14.
Like 14 events.
Well,
2 sets of tires.
Granted, it was two sets of tires because at Adams we swapped them one time.
Okay, so like 10 events at Adams versus 3 hours at Grange.
Get the cheapy $41 Amazon tires.
We'll just buy like 3 sets and take them to Grange and be like, how good are the cheapest Amazon tires for drifting?
Yeah, and we're also going to pay attention to other drift events because Andy's Tires goes out there and he charges $10 a tire, $10 a mount, so you can get a set of tires for $40. And they're used tires, but that's still cheaper than going somewhere paying $40 for a brand new tire versus 2 tires for $40 on the car. You know, while you're there. That's the cool thing. So I think when we go, we just got to go to the junkyard, grab a bunch of crap wheels that are not chewed up super hard, and just get cheapy tires on them and just go shred them.
Just like go on a Facebook group and be like, want to buy 16-inch E36 wheels, you know? Because how many people actually use those wheels?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I definitely want Alex to go to Adams more. That way we can get him at Grange.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable going to Grange yet. I want to be able to do turn 2 and then maybe even start linking into the bus stop before I would want to go to Grange.
Yeah, so I feel
like I'm getting
I will tell Alex when he's ready to come to Grange.
Yeah.
Because Grange is a messy track.
For my take on Grange was I didn't do as good at Adams as I have done at Grange. I wasn't the best at linking turn 2. I wasn't the best at getting into the bus stop at Adams. I think the last time I went to Adams, I only got into it like 3 or 4 times out of like 15 laps maybe. Quinn was consistently getting into it almost every lap. But going to Grange and knowing how to link into turns more, I linked a lot more at Grange than I would have at Adams, just going one day. I had a lot of fun at Grange. I have a lot of fun at Adams, but Adams is like, we go there so often and it's just kind of a long drive for the amount of time that we've been getting. I just want to go to Adams and see how well we do compared to what we did at Grange, because Grange was a good stepping stone for us to be better at Adams. Going to Grange gave me a lot of perspective on how to link.
Yes.
And so going to Adams is going to be...
Grange was a lot of fun. And
manging. I was manging.
I'm very
for my
excited.
first time.
Oh yeah, dude, I got pretty nice at manging.
Yeah, manging.
And I started using the handbrake.
Oh,
like
we both did.
Yeah, which is super sick.
so close to the end. That was your best run. So the head's off. And it's kind of gunky.
Some of them.
This one's still gunky, but I mean, you guys only ran it for 10 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it makes sense why that's still there. Hopefully it's just the rings.
Fingers crossed, man.
Look at all that coolant.
Oh, I see some oil starting to chalky milk coming through.
I love how it's just in the middle of the desert too.
I know, I was
like
not...
literally in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, it was kind of doggy to get out there.
Oh, it was horrible, dude. It was the worst.
I had fun in
You
Tommy's
like
SUV.
called me and you were like, "Where are you? What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm like."
No, I said, are you on the... I just wanted to make sure you were on the dirt road and didn't get stuck or something. Well, the dudes made it sound like we needed to be there right when they said to be there.
How much waiting time was there?
About a half an hour before we got into the gates. And then we had about another half an hour before we started drifting.
Was there like a driver's meeting?
Yeah, it was like literally 2 minutes.
Yeah. Hey,
It was
don't
funny.
crash.
He like teched our car and he like opened the door, grabbed the steering wheel, went like this, shook it, grabbed the seat, went like this, and then looked at the battery. He's like, "All right," and then that was it. I was like,
You're
"All
good.
right,
You're good enough for
that's
Grange.
fine. Yeah, good enough."
Adams is way sketchier when it comes to like hitting something.
Yeah, it really is a pretty scary track.
Like Grange, you're more likely to break your car, but it's gonna be drivable, you know, event again. At Adams, if you crash,
All that crap.
if you're at Adams and you crash, there's a possibility your car is gonna be totaled because there's a freaking brick wall.
I mean, I almost hit that.
Well,
so.
guy said someone flipped their E36 on the
At
first
Grange?
corner at Grange. There's like a dip in the middle of the dirt patch. I tried to find that video, by the way, and I couldn't find anything.
Well, so there was also that guy that was with us in the E36. He almost rolled. Because you go, if that ditch, the ditch you go off is like 1.5 feet, if not, you know, deeper, and
Yummy. So can we spray that shit out with a hose?
How does that get rusty? Like, oh, it probably sat for a long time with all this crap on it.
How to go smooth?
Bukkake, oh gosh.
We just threw Alex so hard off the deep end. Like, this is like, you can count on one hand the number of times he's worked on a car. He went from valve lapping to cylinder head removal install, now to bottom end disassembly. It's like, this fool probably still can't even do an oil change by himself.
Hey guy.
He's here tearing apart his motor. The thing that I like the most about Grange is that it's a track that the harder you drive, the better it is.
Agreed.
That's what I noticed.
Because I was like,
you know,
going there, I've always been more of a conservative driver, and that's why I don't link as hard. Like, I just like, I don't pin it when I should, or, you know, I don't e-brake slide when I should, or whatever, or, you know, I'm just going too slow. So when you were sending it super hard, I was like, all right, I gotta send it harder because I want to catch up. So then I started sending it harder and I started to catch up.
yeah,
You know, and it was a lot of instant gratification came from it.
yeah, agreed.
You know,
There was a point when I was just like, let's just go like hard as hell and see what happens. And we started going hard as hell, and I was like, this is like way better.
it was
now
way
it-
more fun, and we were doing a lot better the harder we drove.
Yeah.
Oh, it's starting to sprinkle.
Is it?
Okay, this needs a good cleaning. Huh? Said this needs a good cleaning anyways.
Well, we got all the pistons out. There is a nice amount of rust
I think it's just carbon
on the
buildup.
inside. I don't think that's carbon buildup, dude. That's definitely rust.
There's no firing going on there.
And when does a cylinder wall get carbon buildup? So, I think I'm just gonna bring a honing tool home from work and see if we can clean this up, because that is the reason it was running.
And then check it for cracks.
Yeah, hone it, give it a nice hone, make these things super clean, check it for cracks, and then go from there. But I mean, you can even kind of feel it with your finger, and you can definitely feel the rust.
Can you feel
There's
it with your
definitely a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So,
You definitely feel it with your nail.
oh yeah,
100%.
yeah, I have faith. There's no cracks, and I mean the cylinder head was
From what we
cracked.
can see.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I
the
mean,
head was cracked?
the head was cracked, hella.
Oh yeah, you showed me.
Yeah, so, I mean, Wouldn't hurt to re-ring it. I mean, our top end is mint. It just needs to run a little longer to break in the valve seats more, but motor's mint. Wait to put it back together. Grange was mint. Had a good time.
Mint.
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 Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep it fresh, and I'll see you guys later.
How does it feel, Daniel?
Pretty gay?
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are